Hey folks, welcome back to Black and White. Here at the Pokemon League once again to refight the Elite Four. Once you beat the Elite Four the first time and see the credits, you will be able to refight them with slightly different teams and higher levels, and just overall more difficulty. It's pretty pointless unless you want to actually get recorded in the Hall of Fame because you didn't the first time. But it is kind of the final challenge of the game, so, you know, probably a good idea if you're a completionist. Anywho, I'll be doing the trainers in the same order that I did last time. Partially because I like to be consistent, and partially because Marshall is a jerkbag and I want to face him last. Anyway, various trainers' teams here don't really change all that much compared to their first teams. They retain the same 4 Pokemon that they had before and then add 2 new ones. Level them up to around 71 to 73-ish, and replace some of their moves with stronger moves of the same type. But overall, you can expect more or less the same thing. Just be on the lookout for the new Pokemon. Anyway, Cofagrigus, basically what it was before. I think it replaced Grass Knot with Energy Ball in case you're using like a rock type or a water type on it for some reason. I don't really know why you would. I guess if it had Crunch or something. If you're using a Sharpedo or something. But overall, yeah, take care of it in the same way that you did before. Synchronize really worked in my favor there. That was complete luck, so whatever. Anyway, Cofagrigus on the Lilo side, as usual, since it's the leading Pokemon, that's the Pokemon that I have to set up all my stat boosts on. And it can't really do too much to me. Like, it can do stuff, but it can't do a lot. And yeah, it's the typical setup on the first Pokemon strategy that I tend to do a lot. Luckily, it's not that offensively capable, so it's a 3-hit KO, so I can actually, you know, use a heal and bulk up strategy in tandem, or work up strategy rather. So I decided not to drag it out too long, just went for 2 stat ups, and overall that bit me in the butt. I probably should have gone for 3. It's not like I was in danger of losing to him, so... Also glad that she's using up her full restores on her first Pokemon. Wouldn't want her to use it on an actually dangerous Pokemon. Yeah, considered healing there to go into the next Pokemon with full health, but I opted not to. I just heal when it's there and various other factors. Anyway, Jellicent, we saw this guy before. It's Ghost Water. Really weird. Not exactly sure why they made it look dumb. You know, it's the same thing as Stunfisk. I get what they were doing, but why did they do it? Anyway, same deal. Anywho, same deal here, honestly. I have stat up to end crunching will do the job. Ta-da! Amazing. Golurk, we saw this guy before, Ground Ghost, I believe. This guy has Earthquake, so be careful. I'm actually preying on its ground weakness rather than its ghost weakness. But really, it's... Yeah, you've dealt with these guys before, you had a strategy back then, so you should be alright. Oh man, look at this, I'm using Crunch. Why did Cofagrigus take hits better than Golurk? That's my question. How is a Coffin more durable than a Golem? I don't know. And Chandelure, the last of the Pokemon that we've already seen. Again, preying on its sub-type weakness here, rather than the Ghost type. And Chandelure, I believe, is again her strongest Pokemon, like it was before. But honestly, once you're at this high a level, the 2-level difference really doesn't matter. It doesn't come into play very much. And I'm going in with 70s and I'm working out fine. And then, oh my god, guess how this is gonna work out. Amazing. For the most part, Lilo's strategies and battles aren't that interesting for the Elite Four. Marshall will make up for that, I guarantee it. He'll totally make up for it. Anyway, first new Pokemon that we have here is Drifblim, 4th generation Pokemon. I really like it. It's one of those dudes that I want to use on a playthrough, but you can only catch it on Fridays, so kind of awkward. But yeah, it goes flying. I think the most annoying thing about it is its ability, Aftermath here, which will cause some damage to your Pokemon after it faints. It's, you know, it's just annoying like that. It can put you over the edge of killing yourself or something. Yay! Go Lilo! People were wondering why I didn't include Lilo much in the Eastern Unova. It's because basically all the fights would be exactly that. Bulking up, or working up, and attacking. And no real strategy, so yeah. Anyway, last Pokemon here, Frostlass, again introduced in the 4th generation as an evolution to the 3rd generation Snorunt. It's cool, I like it. Part Ice, use Fire if you so desire. Its main danger here would be using Blizzard on you, because that's just an overall strong move, and because the computer hates you, it will hit, even though its accuracy isn't all that great. Like so, as you can see right here. And I believe it's a fairly speedy Pokemon, at least compared to Lilo. Oh yeah, and critical hits. The game hates me, by the way, just so you know. It's fairly speedy, so either bring something durable that can take the hit, or something even faster, like, you know, a Sneasel with Brick Break. No, that wouldn't work. It's probably Ghost. Something fast. And ta-da! That's Frostlass, and that takes care of Shauntal. Alrighty, that takes care of the first member, and on to the second. Now you'll recall Grimsley was the Dark-type leader, Elite Four person. And guess what, he hasn't changed much. He's changed in basically the same way that Shauntal has. Now, he actually leads with one of his new Pokemon, which I find refreshing. He leads with Sharpedo, which is one of Lyco's favorite Pokemon. Water Dark type, so Grass is probably your best bet. Note that he does have the ability Rough Skin, which will hurt a Pokemon that makes direct contact, so using most fighting moves will kind of bite you in the butt. Not partially, but it will. Unfortunately, Lilo doesn't really have many options in that regard, so just gonna have to use physical connections after we work up here. Sharpedo is one of those Pokemon that is okay. It's not incredibly dangerous. Physical attacker, I believe, but as you can see, not very dangerous. The evil teams in Hoenn like to use them, or Team Aqua did at least, so if you played those games, you're familiar with dealing with this guy. Night Slash could be a butt. It has a high critical hit ratio, and because the game hates me, that could bite me in the butt, but you should be fine, honestly. Decided to try to abuse Reversal here, since Reversal is powered up by low HP, and I was hoping that I could outspeed a lot of these dudes. Lilo would be able to do a lot of damage. We'll see if it works out. Scrafty, my mortal nemesis. Yeah, and accuracy, my mortal nemesis. Not sure why I didn't just use Flamethrower, I don't know. But oh well. Scrafty, dark fighting type. I don't like, because you want to use Psychic on it, but no, you can't. Also, it has Moxie. You'll remember Moxie was the ability that Crocodile had in the Desert Ruin area that powers up whenever it defeats something, so try not to get beaten, you know. I know, it's a hard thing for a little baby like you. Try not to lose. But anyway, it's down. Pointless crit and all that. Anyway, Scrafty is annoying for Lilo just because it's part fighting type, and fighting types are just horrible in every way. So, yeah. The one thing that's dangerous to Lilo. Anywho, as you can see, it doesn't actually do too much damage when it's not using a fighting type move. Not sure why it wasn't, but the day was saved. Hooray. Then, Crocodile. I'm actually kind of glad that this Crocodile has Intimidate rather than Moxie, because Intimidate is an annoying ability for sure, but Moxie is even worse. Anyway, Lilo, since it doesn't really care about the attack drop, can go in and take care of it relatively easily. Anyway, since I'm kind of at higher HP now, thanks to that Hyper Potion shenanigan and that Intimidate lowered my attack, I'm not in the best situation here, but Crocodile actually has this ability, this move, I forget what it's called, like Foul Play or something, that powers up depending on the opponent's attack up stages. So its Intimidate kind of works against it in that regard, but my work up also works against me in that regard, so kind of want to take care of it before it tries to do that. And there, now at the lower HP, Reversal works just dandy. Bye Sharp, we didn't see much of this guy last time. If I recall correctly, I just kind of eliminated it really quickly. Maybe I'll get a little more screen time here. Dark Steel, which is a really cool type combination. I just wish that its pre-evolution was available earlier in the game. It's available on like Route 9 or something. I mean, I understand pacing Pokemon out so that you don't get them all at once, but at the same time, there are some really cool Pokemon that I'd like to use that it's just not practical to do so. Anywho, I would recommend a Fighting type move since that's quadruple effective, or Fire type because it really can't take those very well. I'm assuming Cindy was fainted at this point, so that's why I wasn't using him. And there's Bisharp. I have a Fighting type move that's boosted by my low HP. Guess what's gonna happen? Hands up if you saw that coming. Drapion. This was the 4th generation Pokemon, evolution of Skorupi. Part poison, part dark, and all awesome. It's one of those Pokemon that, again, I would really like to use, but it is a butt to find. Its pre-evolution is a rare Pokemon in the Safari Zone of that game, and it's just a butt to catch. So, chances are I will probably not use it in a playthrough at any point unless it gets more available. It was actually used by the Bug-type Elite Four member in that 4th generation, even though it's not part Bug. So if you played that game, you've definitely run into it and probably taken care of it. I like using Ground-type moves. Psychic-type moves, unfortunately, won't work. Fighting-type, I don't believe work either. I think Poison resists Fighting types. And possibly Bug as well, so yeah, use Ground. Ground's a good bet. And it goes down. And Lilo, unfortunately, does not have any ground-type moves, so it will be the typical Lilo strategy here. And there's Defense Drop. Not really something that I enjoy. I don't enjoy getting lowered stats. It's not good, especially when I'm dealing with a physical attacker. Luckily, he only lowered me into Reversal being pretty strong range, rather than being dead range, so it should work out. And Lillipup. We've seen Lillipup before. It's fragile, it's annoying, it has Fake Out, may pull a Sucker Punch on you if you're not careful. But you've seen these guys so many times, you don't need me to explain how they operate, really. See, look, Sucker Punch deals damage only to Pokemon that are about to attack, but it deals a lot of damage. If you want to kill it, you're going to have to attack, so do that for you. And of course the game hates me, so, yeah. But Lillipup will not be the threat of his team. A good fighting type move, just knock it out easily. It has Attract. I hate Attract, by the way. Have I complained about Attract in this playthrough? I know that I've complained about it in other playthroughs. It supposedly is a 50% chance of you not attacking. It's totally like 90%. Ignore that I was able to attack right then, pretty quickly. Whatever. And guess what Lilo's gonna do? If you guessed Hyper Potion, you're correct. If you guessed Attack, that would be silly, because he would use either Sucker Punch or Fake Out, and probably KO Lilo. Not a good idea. And Lillipup goes down. Ta-da! Now, I like Grimsley. He's a cool team of cool Pokemon. And, even though he wasn't the most challenging, he will live on in my heart as a cool dude. Anyway, that takes care of that, and I will see you guys next time.